Alright, so now we should actually be live. Alright, apparently I hadn't set it up to auto start. So, welcome everybody. Today, this is going to be a relatively quick stream because in just about 40 minutes, we got the first GameDev meetup that's happening. I guess it's kind of the first ever one of this format and this new thing that I wanted to try out. So this is going to be an online GameDev meetup for game developers anywhere who wanted to go to a meetup and just can't or haven't in quite a while. Hello, Raphael and JT and everybody else that's in here. So it's going to be set up, well, it's actually already set up through Gather. There's a link down in the description so you can hop in there, and it'll open in about 10 minutes, so about 4:30 Pacific. It'll be available for people to start jumping in and filling up their rooms. There's a limit of, I think it's 150 people there, so make sure that if you wanted to get in, you get in relatively quick. And we'll just be, I guess, talking, hanging out. Sounds like room mic. Let's figure out which microphone I'm on. Double check the mic. Oh yeah, this is a bad mic too. Okay, hold on. What is going on here? Okay, I will get the right microphone working. Give me a second. There's an issue here. I see what's going on. Got removed, so I must sound totally terrible. Where's that at? Audio input. This is not the one I wanted. I'll find it. Give me a second. There we go. Wavelength. And save. Okay. Oh no, that one's not working either. Okay, whatever. We're just gonna use this other microphone. Okay, we'll use this one for now. This is the yeah, it's not actually this one. It's the one up there, but it'll sound way better than the terrible Brio one. So there's a question real quick about the XR talk. Real quick, let me tell everybody what's going on, and then I'll answer that. So in 10 minutes, the room will open up. Again, there's a link down in the description. You'll be able to hop in and get ready for the meetup, go talk to people, and get ready for the talks. The first talk is going to be at 5:10, and then shortly after that, we'll have maybe a 5 or 10 minute break in between the first talk and the second one. Then we'll go on to the second talk, and then we'll have some time for people to just get together, socialize a little bit, maybe build up some more mastermind groups and meet some more people. So the first talk that we're going to have is on randomness in video games, and I'm not sure exactly what the details of it are. I'm kind of waiting to see it. I don't want to spoil it before I see the talk, so that it's kind of interesting and new to me. And the second talk is going to be on the XR simulation. I forget the exact words, but there was a new XR simulation thing that Unity had been working on. So somebody on the team who'd been working on it wanted to come talk and share about that, which I thought was really exciting. So hopefully this will be fun, interesting talks, and everybody get a chance to just get in there and meet some other people, talk to some other people, and have a good time while doing it. Again, I want it to be as much like an in-person game dev meetup as possible. So the question here was, do you know if the XR talk will be mostly focused on AR, or will there be any VR XR toolkit aspects? And I think it's the XR toolkit stuff, but I'm not sure if it's going to be primarily AR focused on the talk, but I would assume that you could also talk to the speaker about some of the VR stuff too, if there are VR specific things. And then Max was asking, are these talks on YouTube too, or just in the app? I think this time they're just going to be in the app right now, so you got to kind of come and attend live. I don't want to make them high stress things where people have to worry too much about recording something and making it perfect. I want this to be much more like an in-person meetup where people who haven't done a lot of speaking before can feel totally welcome to speak, or people who just want to try out an idea for a talk and haven't really been working it out yet can go work out that talk and work out that idea while presenting something kind of interesting and useful to a big audience. So that's kind of the goal. And that's why they're going to stay on the app, at least for now. Maybe sometime in the future we'll do some different type of talks, but I think at least for this one and probably the upcoming ones, we'll do it that way. So does anybody have any questions, and has anybody been able to get in yet? Let me go check and see how many people are actually in. There are a few people that snuck in because they had a link from before where they were able to bypass in. Oh, looks like I got a couple people in here. Let me run over. Why don't I do a quick screen share? Let's see if I can get that up here real quick. It would be, which one is it? No, not that one. That's showing this screen, so I have to put it up over here. Switch it over. Oh yeah, my face is big on this one, huh? Let's shrink me way down. I don't need to be that big. Alright, so yeah, we can see there's a couple people in here already. I guess I'll probably wait until, yeah, it says 30 minutes before, so in about 6 minutes everybody should be able to jump in. But there's just a couple people that have been able to get in before because they had a link to shortcut in from some other event or something. So if you have one of those, you can probably get in early. There's Dave. So let's see, there's a couple questions. Seed and randomness, please explain what it's for. That's a good question. The seed, I don't want to dive too much into this, but there's going to be a whole talk on this, and I'll let the presenter talk about this. But the seed essentially determines what numbers you're going to get out of the random number generator. So if you set the seed to a specific value and you just keep calling the random.next and getting the next value, you'll get the same numbers based on that seed. It's how they do the world generation in a bunch of games. Like you look at Minecraft, you put in a seed there and it generates the same world based off of that. It's because it's picking the same random numbers. It's essentially the starting point for the random number generator that's not actually random, which is kind of, I think, what this talk is going to be about. So it should be pretty interesting if you want to learn more about why random stuff isn't actually random and randomness in games. I have a sense that this will probably be pretty interesting for that. Also, for everybody who comes in, once you get into the room area, when you come through here, it actually teleports you into the room where we'll be doing the talk. The main reason for that was that there's a limit to, I think, 100 people who can be in the room for the talk, and I figured some people are probably going to want to jump outside and go chat and do other things, so I want to make sure that there's at least another area for that. So it's a slightly separate room. Yeah, Max Fun says numbers are never random. Seed is often the time. So yeah, I'll have to use the current time for the seed. Let's see. If there's anything else in chat. Is there any way I can join on mobile? I don't know. From what I remember, I think I was able to get in on Gather on mobile, but I don't remember it working very well. But it's been a while, and I only tried it like once. I don't really remember the result in desktop mode. I think you might be able to get in and listen, but I'm not completely sure. You might have to like click on somebody and follow. I'm not sure how you do the controls there. Oh, cool! It worked on mobile. Perfect. It may be a lot better than I'm remembering too. It's been a while since I even took a look at it in there. All right, I got a couple people showing up here. I jump into the room again. I'll run around for a second. So we've got 3 more minutes. Everybody should be able to hop on in. And then the room should start filling up. And again, at about 5:10, we'll start the first talk. And we'll do a little bit of a welcome and introduction before that. So if you want to hang out in the talk room and just chill, you can. If you want to go talk to other people, though, my guess is that let's move my big old head out of the way. The area outside of the talking room is probably where people will hang out, which is kind of like a normal meetup where people just hang out in the area right outside the room and chat and stuff. So it's kind of what I'm expecting to happen here. People kind of hang out, meet some other people, talk to some other devs. Also, if you happen to be, Max was asking if there's limited seats. It is limited to 150 people. So if we hit 150, I think it'll be first in. Whoever tries to get in first, and once it caps out, you just won't be able to get in until somebody else leaves. Oh, I lost my train of thought. Oh, to say, if anybody is also looking for game dev jobs or hiring for game dev jobs, I would say just drop a message in the chat. So there's a room chat right here. You just drop something in here and say, hello, everyone. And we're welcome to talk about whatever types of things or start whatever types of discussions. But I assume that there's at least a couple people that are out there looking for jobs or looking to hire developers. There always tend to be. And feel free to just jump in and have whatever discussions you guys want to have. I don't know where everybody is, or I guess we still got 2 more minutes. I'll be back. I'm going to grab a drink while I wait for the room to open up and for everybody to hop in. So hang on. I'll see you in a second. All right, we're back and it should be open now. So it should open up any second and let people in. Yeah, I'd say just jump in for now, Max. Hang out. If you gotta leave early, you gotta leave early. Somebody else will take that spot. If it fills up, there will be people waiting, and somebody will be happy to hop in. So I wouldn't sweat it at all. Just hop on in and have some fun, meet some people, do some stuff. Let's see what we got here. 15. Okay, people are starting to hop in. Also, you can customize your character down below. Once you're in, the little mute pop up there. Yeah, you can go in and do your change character and do the modification stuff. Took me a long time to figure that out. I kept messing it up and doing it in the wrong spot and having it not save. So I figured I would share that real quick. All right. Oh, we got like 20-something people in here so far. Plenty of room. About a half hour before it starts, so everybody start to kind of gather in. It's like a normal meetup and just kind of hang out. I'm gonna turn on my camera and gather real quick. Should work there. There we go. Oh, I got my other camera on and gather. That's the second one. I'll move it and adjust it. You kind of see top of my head up there. Hey, GameDev. Oh, if you're in the wrong room and you're trying to get in, all you have to do is click on this little spot down here, and there's a respawn option right here. You can kind of see it below the I'm muted button. Unmute. Actually, I need to just mute this tab. That's the main thing I need to do. It's okay if people can hear me in there and hear me double. I just want to make sure that random audio is not coming through. Otherwise, I'll totally lose my train of thought. All right, but yeah, this respawn button right here, that'll take you right back to the main room, which is this big one right here, the big one where we had the conference. All right, hello everybody. So, anybody got any random questions or just stuff we want to talk about while we hang out for a minute? The meeting is public. The shoes asked. All you gotta do is click. There's a link down in the description. It's all free, public. Just for fun. Get in there and let some people talk and have some fun and meet some other developers. I don't know which code you're talking about. Oh, you mean for this application? Probably not. It's like a whole company. If you have questions to ask, just ask them in YouTube for now. I think when it gets close to time, I'm just going to kill the YouTube stream and we'll all jump over to Gather. I'm just going to wait until like 5 or 10 minutes before it starts. Just want to make sure everybody has time to get in, and if people have questions or problems getting in to Gather, that they're able to do that. Let me move. 1 second. Find where's the? I got a hair just flew into my eyeball. Where is? I'm gonna hang out up in here for a second. Wait for the speakers to show up. Turn off my camera real quick, and then start reading through chat. Okay. Oh, yeah, I thought of something I built. I wish. It's really cool. It's a really neat application. I would definitely check it out if you haven't seen it before, because it lets you basically have meetings and conferences online, talk to people, and do a whole bunch of stuff. Jeffrey loved the architecture course, learned a lot. Are there plans to start things up again? Yes. There's we're working on something earlier today and this week, for the architecture course and the programmer one. There's a very short term. Yeah. And if you have any specific things that you want to, please email me and let me know, because I want to, if there's specific stuff that you're curious about and want to have in there, I'll make sure that I can get to those things as early as possible, and that they're included. So I've been using Unity free for over forever, but I've been working on the game for 15 months. Still not ready for prime time. We take on the Unity paid licenses. Are they valuable? I mean, until you're ready to release it and you're making the money, there's not a whole lot of benefit to doing the upgrade right now. I mean, there's, aside from removing the splash screen and the legal stuff, there's not a huge difference. So I would say I would wait until you're about ready to release it, probably. Although I know they've been talking about doing some different stuff for Unity Pro, but I don't know what that's gonna be or what that is. So maybe it will be more valuable in the future. I think that for the most part, it's the bigger companies and companies that have a actual commercial product out there that are switching to Pro, and that's when it makes the most sense. Until then, it really makes sense to stay with free, I think. And then a question about the Q&A sessions. Yes, those will be starting up again soon too. Probably right around when school starts up. So it's in just a couple of weeks. We got elementary school, so the kids will be going off to school and stuff, and things get much calmer. So probably right around then we'll be doing Q&A for basically for all of the courses. There's also a game modules one that's gonna drop for the Infinity PBR one. It's like more of a mini course on how to do that stuff, but it's also kind of interesting. But it's on how to integrate the Infinity PBR game modules. But I think the other, even if you don't care about the game modules part, it's an interesting lesson on integration of systems and how to set up something that builds or combines a bunch of different systems that already exist. Alright, trying to get my words out and eat a junior mint and have a drink at the same time. Alright, so if you wanted to join the meetup, and just click the link in the description down below, and we'll get started in just a few minutes. So let's see. Are you using Mixcast with Tilt 5? I just scored the new beta today. dabbling back with the Unity. Yeah, I am definitely using it. So when I did the Battler, I've shown that multiple times. That's always the mixed cast with the yeah, it's the mixed cast with the Tilt 5. So set up that board back there, which you can kind of see there. Let me switch cameras real quick. Oh yeah, there's my terrible audio, but I used that one right there, and then using that Brio that's up there. It's the much lower resolution. Hold on, I'm gonna switch back to the other camera. Oh, you can't even see it. Hold on. Let's let's get this thing back on here. Where did it go? It's just tiny. We'll get it scaled up. Transform. Stretch. That was terrible. Okay, I have no idea why that resolution is weird. We're switching back. Let's see. Transform. Stretch. Yeah, just shrink it down. But yeah, using that board and the camera up top. That got all kinds of messed up. Oh, and I got 2 microphones on. So Shadow Jones asked, what's the purpose of the meetup? Is it for solo devs to show what they're doing and talk about their stuff essentially? No, not really. It's mostly just for game devs to get together, talk to each other, and for people to do some presentations that are kind of short and quick and interesting at the same time. So when I first started doing a little bit of public speaking, I think the first talk that I did was like 15, 20 minutes, and that made it a lot easier to go through the process of doing a talk and not have to worry about presenting for like a full hour and doing a whole bunch of preparation. So I wanted to just kind of give people a platform to do something similar, to get out, do a little talk, a 15 to 20 minute presentation on anything that they find interesting, that I think game devs will find interesting as well, and then give people a chance to get together, talk to each other, and meet each other in the audience while they're watching the talk, and then talk to each other afterwards, just like a normal game dev meetup, or a normal meetup in person, but online. So that's the goal. That's the whole plan. Let's see, the shoe said, do you think Unity Web will get more performant? I would assume so. I would assume it's just going to get faster and faster. But if there's something specific you're curious about, I can always see if I can ask and see if I can find anything out what they're working on there. I don't know where the what the plan is there with the web stuff, like how big of a focus it is or isn't. I don't know if it's like something that they're heavily like laser focused on, or if WebGL is dying and going away. I haven't been really keeping, I guess, up to date with that, but I guess I'll try to find out and see if I can. Oh, Aaron says it joined, but it's still in the little house starting area. I have to take the poor dog out. Cool. Yeah, if you're in, by the way, if you join and you're not in the right area, you can't get to the right area, you can always go down here and just hit respawn. That'll take you right back to the entrance. That'll take you like outside by the food or the tiki bars and stuff, and all the people back through where the conference was. This was the Game Dev Guild conference, the expo hall. You can see it looks like there's a couple people hanging out, having some conversations, and then the room where we're gonna have the talk is right here, and it actually is set up to just teleport you again into this room. So you can come grab a seat if you want. There's a couple people already lined up to sit right up in the front if you want to be in the front row. Obviously now's the time to go grab one of those spots. But if you just want to hang out and chat, you can do that too. Can I walk? I'm doing a terrible job of using my mouse. There's portals there to just come back out if you want to come rejoin the group outside too. We've got couple speakers lined up. I don't know. Can you see the speaker info in here? I'm not sure. see, where's that menu? No, I don't know how to show that. I'd figure it out. There's probably a way to do it. Let's go through the chat real quick. So, what exactly is GameDev Guild? I'm kind of confused. It was a conference that we ran in May. It was May, right? Yeah, May. And there will be another one probably around next May. I think we might announce something around that sometime soon. But the room is from the conference. It was something we'd set up for the conference. It was a game development conference for Unity devs. But I'm just kind of reusing this room for this meetup because I thought it would be a nice, easy way to do it. We have the room already set up. There's an area to go talk, and people can hang out and chat. I still even have a special Jason story table right over here. This little green one. If you go hit X, I think every single one of these things opens up his coffee page. You can see them all in here. So let's see. What was the next question? Let me go back into the speaker room. Hang out for a second, and then actually let me double check chat messages too. Okay, just making sure we don't have anything here. So let's see what else we got for questions. Will the presentation update to a video of the presenter or something? So yeah, when we do the presentations, the way that it's going to work is it'll pop up on everybody's screen just like this does. And when I hit this little button here, it popped me up on everybody's screen. And it's going to put you kind of like right up in front of people, or the presenter will be right up in front of people and be able to share their screen, share whatever it is they want to share, and then do their talk. And then you can go up and obviously talk to them afterwards. It's very much like a real in-person event, which is pretty cool. Is the speaker room where you should go for presentations? No, it's just a room to for the speakers to come in if they have any questions or talk or chat. The room for the presentations, I'll show you, is right over here. So you can just come over here and go right through these doors, and it'll teleport you right in. You can see there's a bunch of people already in some of the seats up here. Yeah, the speaker room is just a little spot set up in case the speakers have any questions when they're trying to get set up and prepared. They don't have any like technical questions or have something pop up or whatever. If they could hop in here and just run up and talk to somebody. Or usually now it would be talk to me. During the conference, there were a couple people hanging out here ready to help the speakers out. All right. Is there a calendar? Is that there? A calendar option here? No. Don't see anything. Oh, that's why. In the bottom right corner. Got it. Okay, so here, let me move my big head. In the bottom right corner here, there's a calendar option. There we go. And you can see the talks. I guess I said this one for 5:15, not for 5:10 like I thought. So we'll go for 5:15, unless we decide we want to start early. Okay, if you're stuck in the wrong room, all you have to do is click on this part here and hit respawn. That'll take you right back outside to one of the spawn points of the big conference room. So just hit that, it'll take you right back here. Alright, let's see. What was the question, Rob? Interesting. That's a weird one, Rob. Sorry, I just saw your chat message there. If you can't figure it out, and you can't do it on the /cart page, let me know. That's strange. It should just add the one, but if you had other things in there from before, from clicking on some of the other links, can add a bunch of stuff. So it might have just kind of cached them in there. When you go to the /cart page, you should be able to remove them all out. Yeah, I really like this platform. I think it is definitely the one of the best recommendations that I've had in quite a while. That somebody recommended. And I believe the guy who recommended it is running around here somewhere. I'll find him. This Gather app, though, it's definitely neat for these kinds of events. How many people do we have in here now? We'll be starting at 5 o'clock, so we're starting in about 12 minutes. We've got plenty of room still. I'm going to refresh this page. My browser is seemingly dead. I don't know what I did. Alright, let's rejoin the gathering. Alright, there we go. 55 people in here. Not bad. Looks like we might end up with room for everybody. Oh, there's nothing to be nervous about. There's a message in there. Oh, being nervous about. Yeah, we're just gonna be hanging out, learning something, and then if you got questions, be able to run around and ask some questions. Oh, so we got our first speaker here. How's it going? So I'll probably drop off at YouTube in just a minute. Give everybody another second, and then we drop off and start getting ready for everything. So if you want to jump in, if you're still watching with us live, just make sure that you click the link down below, come join, and start in just a second. I'm going to go post the link real quick to Facebook, since I forgot to do that. Drop that up there. I don't want to close that tab. I have way too many tabs open. So let's go into here. Oh, excuse me. All right, 1 second. Get logged in here. What is that? Yeah, if you're hopping into the event, you don't have to have your your microphone and camera on. I mean, you definitely can, and I usually recommend it, but it's certainly not required. Like, you can definitely do it without, and it'll be totally fine. Let's see. Let's switch the graphic. What are the other? Why is that the only preview option? All right, just posted it real quick. Let's see, any other questions real quick before we get started? If not, I think in about 2 minutes I'm gonna kill the stream and just jump right over to the meetup. Oh, I got a message in here. Oh, there's Jim. Here's the one who introduced me to this thing. Oh, apparently there's a new jam. Let's check this out. DRPG Summer Jam. Drop the link in chat real quick. Oh wait, I can't chat in this thing. Why can't I? Okay, somebody else can drop the link in chat, I can hit the button. Apparently, I'm in subscriber only mode, and my Streamlabs account is not a subscriber. That's weird. All right. I think we're pretty much done with the live stream part, and it's about time to get ready to start up the actual meeting. So I'm going to start that in 7 minutes. So everybody who wants to join, get in now, hop in, click the link. If you have to join a few minutes late, it's all good. We're going to be running for about 2 hours, like it's set from 5 to 7. So just come join in. I'll see you there. We'll all be chatting, having a good time. I think there are a couple other people that you might recognize and know that are going to be there. So it should be a lot of fun. I'll see y'all in just a few minutes. Make sure you join up over there. All right, I'm going to hit the button to say goodbye, and I have no idea what these other ones do. That's not very good either.